Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another basketball stream here on Mustang Media. I'm Tristan Murrock, joined alongside me is Dan Wolf. As always, Dan, tonight we got a crosstown rivalry between the Packers and the Mustangs, so should be a good one. They're pretty evenly matched. I know you and I were talking about in pregame, this is a pretty dangerous game for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I think it is. Cheyenne came off an outing that wasn't particularly great at Fargo North, where they got beat, and because of that, I think the confidence with a young team, confidence is everything, and if they don't rise up tonight to match the intensity of the Packers early on, this could turn dangerous really quickly for them. So the good news is it is that rivalry game. You always want to bring your best against your crosstown rivals, but certainly a game that Cheyenne needs to be careful with.
Most definitely going to be a competitive game here as we get set for tip. Are running a little behind schedule like normal, I'd say.
Yeah, but, for a doubleheader it happens, and especially when it's these two teams, that's not that uncommon.
So with that, we'll take a short break we won't have Anthem.
Yeah, we won't have Anthem.
Because of the doubleheader.
Right. I think for tonight, if we want to talk about keys to the game, for Cheyenne, you got to keep this close. I know when these two teams played the first time at West Fargo High, Cheyenne was leading at halftime, and it was a close game that kind of came down to the wire, and West Fargo pulled away a little bit. But I think you got to keep this close. The tendency is to come out really hard right away, and you can't win the game in the first 5-10 minutes, but you can play your way out of it. And I think for Cheyenne, just focusing on what your coaching staff has talked about and keeping kind of that slow, steady mentality is going to be important to keep the game within shouting distance. And I think the other thing is you need to maximize your possessions, limit those turnovers, because you might not get a lot on the offensive glass tonight. So every time down the floor, you've got to make sure you're getting as good a shot as possible. Be patient on offense and see what you can do, and then maybe steal a few baskets in transition. That's maybe a hope for it. As, standings-wise, obviously West Fargo is ahead of Cheyenne going into this one tonight, as Cheyenne has a 3-5 record in the EDC. They currently sit in 6th place, West Fargo in 4th place at 5-3 in the conference.
As you also look at those standings too, you'll notice that North jumped out ahead of Cheyenne now, with the fact that last Friday Cheyenne took a pretty, what some would say, brutal beating up at the Spartan Dome, considering that it was about 50-20 at half.
Yeah, you would have thought going in these teams are pretty evenly matched, and on that night it didn't look that way at all. Cheyenne kind of got boat raced out of the gym right away, and so that's going to be something that's why I say this is a dangerous game for Cheyenne, that because confidence for a young team is so important. They're going to have to make sure that they hang with the Packers, kind of understand there's going to be ebbs and flows to this, and don't let themselves let the Packers get on a big run early on. That's going to be really dangerous for Cheyenne.
Most definitely. So we are about set for tip-off here. Once again, crosstown rivalry night here at the Cheyenne gym. These two have already played up in West Fargo. So this one should be interesting here to see who's going to come out on top.
Yeah, we're kind of finding that second half of the schedule now. You've kind of been through everybody on the first time through. Now you're playing that second, and the fact that Cheyenne gets to play this one at home obviously is going to be huge for them. See if they can come out and establish something early on and hang with the Packers. But the hallmark of Packer teams is they're going to play with a lot of defensive intensity, so Cheyenne needs to be buckled in and engaged from the opening tip.
Wetterlin loses the opening draw to Bernstein, and that one's going to be an early bucket right there for Seymour.
Seymour on the backdoor cut. Quick 2-0 lead for the Packers.
Bernstein kicks out to Irie here. Olsen taking his time, finds Krejci in the paint, puts it up and in.
Nice job, that flex offense, that flex backdoor cut gets Krejci a good early look and, builds confidence to see that ball go in the hoop early on in the game, that's for sure. Good attack by Loria, he gets downhill, and he's going to be a handful for the Mustangs tonight. Boniface Loria for the Packers.
Irie now kicks out to Olsen. Irie finds Spielman on the top of the key, kicks over to Bernstein. Bernstein taking time to set up shop here, trying to get something going. As the Packers have really brought the noise tonight, as you can hear probably.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Mustangs need to get something up.
Deep three just goes off the back of the rim. And that one is intercepted there by foul.
There's good patience by the Mustangs, but really good defense by the Packers.
Loria finds Samek. Foul finds Loria and then over to Samek once more. Loria with the drive, just a little hard off the backboard there, as this one's intercepted by Bernstein to Irie, and Olsen for a 3-ball, just long there. Krejci's going to try and take a drive, goes nowhere, finds Spielman. Loses a handle, Krejci, a 3-ball.
That's one of those that just kind of worked out. Ball kind of poked away from Spielman, but it was a perfect kick out to Krejci, no one on him, and he calmly sticks the 3. So all 5 points so far from Krejci.
What a drive there by Beckett. Foul. Wasn't able to get it anywhere, but
you're going to see both of these teams working extremely hard on both ends of the floor tonight.
Loria finds Wetterlin. This one gets all the way over to foul, and that one.
I think that's going to be an illegal screen there. I think they're going to get Seymour on that one with the screen.
Irie brings this one up for the Mustangs here, 5-4 early lead. So he takes a drive and in.
Nice job by Sully Irie getting around the corner, and Cheyenne builds a quick 3-point lead here early on.
Samek finds Wetterlin over to Loria. Seymour kicks back to Samek. Wetterlin takes a drive, and that one.
I think Bernstein's going to get him on the floor there. It's not going to be a shot. As Wetterlin was driving, Bernstein trying to keep his feet under him and just couldn't make that work.
So we'll have a couple of subs here for the Packers now. This one finds Wetterlin, gets over to Glant. Glant's going to look back to Wetterlin, and heavy pressure here by the Mustangs.
Really nice
that
D.
One goes out.
It's going to go off of the Mustangs. I think it went off of Bernstein's hands, but Coach Brandt excited at that defensive sequence for the Mustangs.
He's got heavy pressure on both sides of the floor so far here. This one's a drive up and in.
I think that's going to be Spielman on the floor there. Both teams playing a lot of hard D, as we're going to see.
Gullix is one of them, and Lincoln is the other, I believe.
Lincoln the other.
So Wiley's just going to try and find a man here. Get something going, gets to Wetterlin. Then Glant. Glant chips down to Wetterlin, intercepted by the Mustangs. Great job by Irie. Can't find Krejci. Kicks out from the paint. just off target there. This one kicks to Irie once more. Irie's going to take a drive up and doesn't fall for him, but he'll get the
Stays
steal.
With it. And you can see a little chippiness out there as these teams going hard at one another.
So here comes the Packers the other way, and
I think they're going to get Gullix on that one.
Gullix.
Wow,
pretty heavy push on foul there.
If you turn away for a few seconds, as Irie's out pleading his case early on here, saying that he was probably pushed in that last possession, but worked out for West Fargo as foul misses the first of the two shots as Lauria's back on for Wetterlin.
Foul makes his second. So it puts the Packers back to within 4 here, as not too much scoring so far, and for obvious reasons. Defensive pressure right now is kind of the name of the game, as we've seen so far. Irie hits a floater there. Just can't collect here, as this one's brought up by Lauria and kicks over to Wiley, as he just misses the mark. Gullix now charging hard, intercepted. Wiley to foul, and foul to Glant, I believe. As that one is going to be a travel right there on Ron.
They're going to get Ron with the travel. No way that both teams can keep up this breakneck pace, and at some point you got to get your guys calmed down a little bit and say, okay, just relax. There's 36 minutes that we got to go here, so we don't need to be in this big of a rush every possession, as that one's thrown away by Irie.
Irie trying to plead for a tip there.
So we're going to see Max Zinker on the floor for the Mustangs. Probably both teams going to go pretty deep with their bench, especially at this kind of pace.
Foul finds Ron back to him. Hits a layup there. Coach puts him back to within 2.
Foul makes that. Coach Brandt was asking for a travel, but refs say not the case.
Zanker now chips at Gullix. Gullix back down low to Olsen, and he's going to pick up a shooting foul.
Yeah, Sam, good find is Olsen just cutting around. They find him going to the basket, and he draws the foul, gets to the line.
Make his first, put him back to being up by 3 now. Olsen just hits the second after a couple bounces off the rim there, and hard charge the other way by foul as he tries to slow down here. Heavy pressure by the Pack being put onto the Mustangs here as Lauria tries to drive in, and
I think that's Lincoln that'll pick that up. Just both teams playing so fast. And that can work to your advantage at times, but sometimes you get so sped up that you have problems just trying to calm down and get into an offensive set. And we've kind of seen that a couple times from both squads, just going too fast. But again, both coaches getting guys onto the floor.
12:21 left to go as Lauria misses his second. Still a very close game as Croatia, bad spot to pick up there.
Almost drug that pivot foot, but managed to hold on.
This one's kicked out to Zanker. He finds Lincoln. And this one is coming the other way. Lauria
And there's going to be a foul on Lincoln. And I don't think there's any intent there. Just Lincoln didn't want to end up on a poster somewhere with a put down by Loria. So he picks up his second foul in just a handful of seconds. That's probably going to send him to the bench here in just a moment.
If I remember right, I don't believe Lincoln played the game against Davies, right?
Well, I haven't seen Kyson Keller out here tonight, and I'm not sure. Maybe he's nursing an injury. I'm not sure what might be going on there. But so the Mustangs with a little bit of a different look with things here, but so far it hasn't seemed to be too big of an issue as they do maintain a lead here in this crosstown rivalry.
Krejcik takes this one, tries to look for a man, and that one's stolen away. There, I believe Loria got the main hand on it. So this one's chipped out to Samek, and then over to Seymour with the 3-ball.
Good three. Good choice by Loria to slow that one down, and this is what the Packers will do. They will press, and they will speed you up.
Krejcik kicks out to Bernstein, 3-ball. Just wide.
Gullick's in the right spot at the right time.
Back.
And that's what's going to do. You break that press and you automatically think that you have to take a shot. Not necessarily the case. It works out for Cheyenne that time. But the Packers are going to show that pressure.
Samek just off the mark.
They're going to get Loria on that as both Loria and Spielman going for the ball. Again, Mustangs have to find a way to deal with this press from West Fargo because they're going to look to jump whatever they can. You got to be careful right there. Good job. And good patience just to pull this back and set it up.
Irie kicks over to Gullicks here. Gullicks trying to get around that defender at the key.
Great find to Bernstein. Nice job curling over the top, and Wetterling couldn't keep up with Bernstein, and Spielman puts a perfect pass on Bernstein, and he finishes.
Kicks back over to Scoville. He finds Samek right there. This one kicked out.
Wetterling collects. And we're tied, and Coach Palczewski needs a quick timeout, so we'll do the same. Tie game, 9:59 to go in the first half. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Micah, and I work at Marvin. I've been in the military for 8 years. I was a preventive medicine technician in the U.S. Navy, and so that translated over to working at Marvin and how can safety help make Marvin a better company. The culture of working at Marvin is probably the best one I've worked with other than being in the military. Working together and caring about each other. You feel like you're part of the family at Marvin. Come work with me at Marvin. It's a great place to work.
Fans, Essentia Health is proud to be the premier sponsor of Mustang Media and partner with Cheyenne High School to make a healthy difference in the lives of the students and families we are privileged to serve. Essentia Health, like nowhere else.
So tied game, 15-15 here in the crosstown rivalry.
I guess, should we have expected anything else?
I don't believe so. Like we
pass.
talked about in pregame, two evenly matched teams as Bernstein just off the mark there, and that one's 100% out on Glant.
That one works out. That was a dangerous pass there from Zanker that Bernstein corralled.
Yeah, but like we talked about in pregame, two evenly matched teams that are going to be like this all night long if we had to guess. Most definitely. So Irie's going to chip out to Spielman. 3-ball. Takes a couple of hops right there, and I believe Bernstein's got the rebound, and they'll call a jump ball.
A lot of hands in there, almost like a fumble in football. You got to get in there and get your hands on it right away. His possession goes to Cheyenne.
Bernstein tries to find Irie, a little bit of mishandle there, and Irie wants some more. Spielman finds it, kicks out to Zanker. Zanker, that's a 2.
Nothing but net. Good step back. Nice job by Bernstein there, providing help on that one. As foul.
In a little bit of trouble, tries to find his way out, and he does.
Yeah. Great job by Irie coming over, but then bit on the pump fake.
Tried to catch himself there, it seemed like, in a sense, and just landed on top of him.
Yeah, Scoville got him in the air with a little head fake, and then that was going to be a foul no matter what. So 6 team fouls on the Mustangs now. That'll put West Fargo at the line with the bonus on all future fouls with 9 minutes to go. That could play a factor here as Scoville knocks down the first and Laurie is back in.
So 17-16, Scoville with the chance to knot it up once more. And the mini Mustang student section may be playing a factor in that one. This one's kicked over to Irie. Irie trying to set up shop here, finds Bernstein.
Ooh,
that's
little too casual on the pass. You've got to get guys as they're coming out of their break. You can't wait till they've gotten there because West Fargo just plays too much pressure D. You've got to find that guy as he arrives at that spot, not a second after he gets there, because there's a chance someone's going to get a hand on it, just like that situation.
This one finds Loria over to foul and then back down low to Plant as he takes a drive and can't connect.
No foul. Good shake and bake there, but
this one finds Irie. 3-ball just off the mark there.
So I think that's one where you maybe hold on a little bit more and see what you can do. Good job by Spielman. Coach Brandt looking for a foul on Loria. These coaches are going to work for everything they can, every angle they can here tonight.
So we see Lewis Vincent for the first time tonight for the Mustangs. Like you said, going deep into that lineup probably, especially with how quick this game's going.
With how quick the game is, and then with Keller being sick, that's just what's going to happen, as Bernstein's going to pick up the foul, and that's going to send Laurier to the line for the bonus. And that's the second on Bernstein, so that'll bring Krejci off the bench back into the game.
Gloria hits number 1. Gloria will miss a second. Spielman now trying to get something going. Maybe gain a little advantage here. We'll see Vincent find Zanker now. Irie finds Zanker, 3-ball. Count it.
Zanker 2 for 2 from the field here tonight. Big lift for the Mustangs. Loria, that should be a charge. Yeah, I think that looked like it. Spielman was there the whole time. And Loria picks up the charge on that.
Saw in your replay there.
And that's the second on Loria, and he stays in. Coach Palczewski going to give him an opportunity to stay in there. Hope he stays away from that third foul.
Krejcia from the corner finds Vincent. He'll push over to Zanker. Then he finds Spielman.
Good
Spielman
job by
found with that
Krejcia.
challenge, trying to get by Loria there. Irie 3-ball, just a little low there as Loria pitches in.
Good finish
And
by
Seymour.
Seymour. Good job in transition by the Packers there. Oh, there's an opening.
Krejcia to Spielman, and
that
that's
should be a goaltending. Yeah.
on Loria. Loria just a little too quick in a sense, coming in with some speed. Really the only way he probably was going to save that. Samek finds Seymour and then gets back to Samek with a missed attempt there. This one gets over to Foul. Foul with the drive. Pitches over, and that's going to be a shooting foul on Krejcia. Coming against Berge, excuse me.
And that's, Krejcia did the right thing. He came over and provided help as Foul was driving, but when he left his man, it was just too slow of a rotation to pick that up. And he came over to try and reconnect with Berge, but draws the foul. Not a lot you can do in that situation. Either let him go up for the shot or you send him to the line.
As Berge hits his first. We'll see if the trend continues of missing the second one here, though, as he misses his second.
Packers
So-
making the front end of everything, but just not able to finish.
So Olsen comes back
dangerous
in, tries to
pass.
find Gullix, and
Yeah.
that one is going to be stripped, and this one's going to... They'll
Wow.
say that, yeah.
Okay. Good job by Caden Olsen. It, kind of looked like maybe he was in there, but the refs say no, that was just lost the footing and turned it over.
Zaire charges up hard here.
Yeah, it's just, Gullix came free for a second there. West Fargo just plays such hard D.
Irie out to Krejcia. Kicks out to Gullix, 3-ball, and just a little short as Vincent gets that blocked there by Berge, and this one's coming the other way as Samek will get 2. Thought he might have an and 1 there, but and Olsen will collect the shooting foul there and go for the line for 2. Go at the line for 2, excuse me. 22-22 game
Well, and what have we seen?
so far.
One or two possessions where the shot clock even got down into single digits. These teams are flying up and down the floor. And that can be a result of it. Your shots start getting a little short because you're expending so much energy out there.
5:29 left to go as Olsen hits his second. This one taken the other way by Foul. Foul finds Berge. Eventually gets back to Foul as he tries to take a driving.
There was good rotation.
good-
Great job by Vincent coming over. Krejcia went over to help on Foul, and he had gotten that same pass to Berge a couple possessions ago. This time Vincent rotates and steps in the way of that. Nicely done.
Olsen finds Krejcia. Krejcia with a 3-ball and being guarded there pretty heavily.
Yeah,
So
Krejcia had made his first couple and just looked to see if he could continue that.
Foul kicks out to Wetterlin as he will be just off the mark there. This one gets to Olsen. Olsen with the drive, kicks out to Gullix on the point. Gulix tries to throw a left-hand hook up there, and
really nice job on the glass there by Krejci going up fighting for that one. I think that's going to be Berge picks up the his second.
So we see Berge come out now and Ron come back in for him, I believe, as well as Wiley. So,
oh boy,
Krejci with the 2-ball drain.
That was a nice shot, but I think he got Ron on his hip. I think he could have gotten downhill to the hoop had he continued that, but still nice pull-up jumper there from the elbow by Krejci.
Wiley now finds Samek once more. Kicks out to Seymour. Great ball movement right now by the Packers. As they got 6 seconds left on the shot clock as Samek comes up and
hangs,
in.
Yeah, and drops it as he pulls the foul from Krejci. Good job just hanging and double pumping in the air, and Samek finishes. And a chance to tie us up once again. That's 2 on Krejci. Probably can't afford for him to pick up a third, so Lincoln's going to be back in now. Not a very tall lineup on the floor right now for the Mustangs as Bernstein and Krejci are on the floor. I'm sorry, on the bench. Great find. Oh,
great find right there to
nice
Vincent.
Job by Vincent.
Little fadeaway there.
Yeah, I thought he could have gotten the shot right away. And then in the end, nice fadeaway.
Samek
just lost that
mishandled.
one. Boy, I thought that one would just, I didn't know that Zanker hit it, but
from our angle, that looked like all Samek.
But that's what the refs call, so.
This one's chipped out all the way over to Wiley, and he hits a 2.
Just a 2. No, that was a 3 on that one. I think that may be the first lead, aside from the very first basket of the night for the Packers, as Gulix didn't know that pass was coming to him.
Gulix kicks heavily out to Lincoln. Gets over to Olsen, then to Zanker. Zanker's going to try and set something up here with only 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and dangerous pass.
Well, that's the danger when you don't have any.
Lincoln.
You don't have any interior presence. You don't have anybody with any length on the floor really to speak of for Cheyenne. A bunch of perimeter players that doesn't put guys in very good situations.
That's a heavy charge there.
Well, I think they're going to get Vincent on that.
I would have thought for sure they got Wiley on that, considering I don't know if we can get a replay of that, but
it looked like Vincent was trying to give ground. Regardless, the refs, Coach Brandt's asking politely about that one. Not sure that he liked the explanation, but he got one as the front end is missed. I'll bring Spielman off the bench for Gulix. Again, still a small lineup for the Mustangs, so an interior presence, rebounding presence, really doesn't exist right now for them.
Wiley hits his second. So that'll put the Packers up now by 2. And like you said, Wolf, their first kind of real lead in a sense of the night.
Yeah, aside from that first basket, this matches the Packers' biggest lead at 2 points.
I believe they had a 1-point lead maybe midway through, but we play on here as
nice find
there, and Lincoln just can't finish.
Those are always tough to see when you see a guy that has a point-blank look and isn't able to convert. Those chances don't come every time down, especially against a defense like this. You want to feel like you're getting a shot at it.
Irie hits a 3 and just doesn't collect there. This one's taken up the other way by the Packers as he
Good
finds
job by Ron.
Ron down low and finishes out there.
This is one of those sequences Cheyenne has to find a way to get a couple buckets and a couple of stops. With 2 minutes to go and down 4, this could jump to 8 or 10 in short time.
Spielman with the right hand.
Nice job with the little baby hook there by Spielman.
Foul tries to take a drive and just doesn't collect as they'll.
Good job by Lincoln. He came a long way to help.
Irie finds Lincoln. Kicks back out to him. Irie finds Zanker. Zanker on a drive, and that's going to be.
I think they're going to get Samick there on the ground. A little grab there, and that's going to send Zanker to the line for the bonus now. Packers in the double bonus. Cheyenne in the single. As Glant and Berge come back for the Packers. Cheyenne looks like they're just going to roll with this small lineup, protecting the big men, Bernstein and Krejcia, trying to prevent a third foul here in the first half.
Great ball movement once more by the Packers as Seymour tries to go up, and
that's going to be on Seymour there coming through in the back. That's going to send that Zanker to the line again. Missed the front end last time. Spielman.
Spielman.
Coach Palczewski sending Loria back on the floor here for the last minute. Spielman with a chance to tie it up once again.
Just off the mark there.
Great job by Lincoln, the only rebounder in position for the Mustangs. Pulls one down and a chance for Cheyenne to take the lead.
Irie probably could have kicked out there to Olsen wide open, but foul somehow gets to Glant on this one. Gets back to him as foul goes up, doesn't make it.
Oh, if he sees it, yeah.
Irie finds Lincoln. Lincoln collects. 32-31 Mustang lead here with 25 seconds left to go before before halftime, excuse me.
Packers can hold almost, just a second or so difference. So we'll see if West Fargo elects to hold for a final shot. Walk in to halftime with a lead.
Now they turn the shot clock off, so this one's collected. And that one just mishandled there by Olsen.
Now he was rolling and he knew that was going to be a travel, so he looked to get it quickly, and Coach Palczewski can't take the timeouts home with you, so he's going to take one here and see if he can draw something up to get a shot off in 0.7 seconds. It's been quick and entertaining, that's for sure, Tristan.
Yep. So 32-31 Mustang lead so far as we take some looks at around the league right now.
Minot North leads Legacy, Bismarck Legacy 31-25. Horace, number 5 in the state, leads South 49-42. Davies, number 3, leads Red River 50-26. And Century all over Jamestown in the early going 22-5.
So a lot of action around the league going on tonight. Pretty busy in other sports too. There's quite a few hockey games going on that I know of. Not quite sure on the wrestling side.
So Krejcia and Bernstein on for this, a little length. And I think you got to watch out for some kind of lob into Laurie or somebody where it's just there's a tip. That's what they were looking for. I thought that might be what was coming, but as a result, No harm, no foul, and the Mustangs walk away with the 1-point lead. I got to believe that if you're Cheyenne and Coach Brandt, you've got to love what you've seen in the first half. Your guys have competed hard. They've hung with the Mustang or with the Packers, and they have a 1-point lead going into the second half. No real foul trouble to speak of. A couple guys with 2, but nothing dangerous at this point. Wow.
Yeah.
What a first half.
Most definitely entertaining to watch. You kind of look at the first half, and it's kind of a huge pressure game right now, considering the fact that we're up and down so much. So you got the offensive pressure along with the defensive pressure. You know, one of the guys we seem to mention a lot was Loria, and great at the offensive pressure, but he's also a great defender too.
Absolutely, 6'5", long,
6'5", huge reach.
Yep,
definitely pays off in this type of game, like in this type of state. So definitely the one of those to watch. As we got some halftime entertainment.
We do. The drum line will be performing, and we'll talk about the second half. Right now, here comes the drum line.
Our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I work at Marvin. When I first started at Marvin, I was a production associate, and I was shocked at how bright the floor was, how clean it was. It can be a very fast-paced environment, but it can also be very fun. I feel great about the growth opportunities at Marvin, especially because I started as a production associate and then worked my way into being an HR coordinator. If you're interested in working in manufacturing or you've never worked in a manufacturing environment before, I would definitely say come try it out. It might surprise you. It can be very fun and rewarding.
At Touchmark, we really take an input from both the community, our residents, and also our team members.
And there's something for everybody. It runs the gamut. You have the freedom to participate or not, as you choose.
I personally like to play bridge. I like their book club, all the concerts that they have, the music almost every day. We like everything that's here.
And you find it here.
Every day is a different day. It's really about developing programming that is meaningful and beneficial for everyone.
Hi, I'm Diana and I work at Marvin. Working in manufacturing, not a lot of sitting, so it just makes your day go by faster. Belonging to Marvin makes me feel stable. 25 years. My kids were little when I started here in Grafton. Now I have a daughter that works here. She was one of the ones that pushed me to become the lead, pushed me to be the person that I am now. And I just see myself retiring here. If you're looking for an awesome place to work, come join me at Marvin.
All right, fans, welcome back here to the Cheyenne High School Gymnasium. I'm Tristan Murdoch, joined alongside me is Dan Wolf, as we have a 32-31 game. Mustangs up on their rivals, the West Fargo Packers here.
So it's been entertaining and high-paced. You know, as the resident old guy up here in the broadcast booth, this is what I like to see with basketball. High intensity, good defense played. Guys are still getting their threes when they want them, but there's a lot of guys going to the basket. Everyone's working hard, and that's what you like to see. But that isn't what you like to see, as we see Krejcer picking up his third foul only 17 seconds into the second half, and that, I think, is going to put Coach Brandt in a little bit of a pickle as he has to try and decide, do we let him go for a while and hope he doesn't pick up the fourth? Or do you just be safe and bring someone off the bench? Right now it looks like he's going to let Krejci keep going as Loria breaks
up his second.
And he breaks the streak of Packers making only 1 of 2 on free throws. And West Fargo now with the lead.
Krejci now kicks over to Irie. Irie with the drive.
Good hesitation, but good help by Samick. I think Samick maybe got a piece of that as he came over to help.
There you go. This one's going to be thrown.
Oh.
Irie decided to take the pass there. Maybe not. What do you think
Too
about
many
the idea
passes.
there?
It was a good idea, but I think you jump stop, you give a pump fake, see if you can get Loria in the air and maybe pick up another foul. As it ends up, you get nothing out of it, and actually you pick up your second team foul of the second half there on Caden Olson. So missed opportunity for Cheyenne for sure on that sequence. Oh.
This one's taken by Loria at the top of the key here, trying to set something up, pitches over to foul. As the Packers find themselves up by 1. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Foul with the floater.
In and out.
Or, excuse me, not foul. Samick.
Samick, yeah.
Irie with the 3. Just a little short on the arc there. As that one intended for Samick. Foul intercepted. Foul wide open 3. No one within a country mile. As that's the first like uncontested shot I think we've seen all night.
Great pass.
As Bernstein finds a handle.
By Caden Olson. He draws the defense, dumps it to Bernstein, and he finishes. Great vision, great finish.
Samick now finds Loria. Loria trying to set up shop here as he pitches over to Wetterlin. And Samick with a deep 3 ball in and out. Loria almost had the rebound there, gets slapped.
Well, Loria's, yeah, I don't know what.
Yeah, Loria's.
What exactly
took a
happened?
Hand to the face, I think, by Seymour. Seymour and Loria kind of jumped at the same time there, and I think
they stopped the game for him, and I think maybe going to get, someone's going to come in just to check him out. I think he's probably okay, but a little stunned by what took place there. Trainer can take a look and make sure everything's okay. As West Fargo shows pressure here. Just some man.
Heavy. Ooh, Irie lost his footing there. Irie gets around him, though. This one's kicked out to Olson. Corner 3, drained. Caden Olson hits a 3.
So those spots, that corner in particular, the girls lit it up in the second half against West Fargo. We'll see if that's maybe the lucky spot.
Finds a spot.
Glant, nice job, same sort of thing. Gets downhill, draws attention, drops it off to Wetterlin. Excellent
Olson
job.
on a drive, pitched up. Bernstein in the paint, collects eventually. Coming off of 2 blocks there. As Wiley comes the other way, pitches out to foul.
Glant there. Glant. He tried a quick pass, unable to get it. Smart by Bernstein picking up before half court, so there was no over and back possibility.
Great job to slow down there.
Yeah.
A little bit. Seemed to be coming a little hard. Great recognition there by Bernstein as Krejci finds a drive, and that one eventually just gets out to Samick here as he comes the other way.
Well, the pace of this one picking up exactly where the first half left off as both teams flying around.
This is Glant here. Glant with a hook pass all the way over to Samick for a deep 3 ball.
Out near the volleyball line, and that's going to be a timeout by Coach Brandt. Full timeout, so we're going to step away. Packers have jumped out in front by 2, 41-39. We'll be right back.
What does it take to make fitness part of your lifestyle? It's intention. It's commitment. It's resilience. It's just who you are. You put in the time and effort to stay active. Our expert orthopedic and sports medicine providers also put in the time and effort to invest in new methods and treatments. Whatever you do to stay active, we are here to keep you moving. It's just who we are. Orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
Fans, North Dakota State University offers a different kind of education. Classroom knowledge comes to life through hands-on experience, which sets students apart and prepares them for successful lives and careers. The best way to learn about NDSU? To take a tour. Schedule yours at ndsu.edu/visit.
Packers go up by 2 once more. The only other time I believe they've had a 2-point, or the only other 2 times they've had a 2-point lead is at the start of the game, as well as a little later in the first half.
I don't think it's ever climbed above 2, as I think Glant's going to pick up that foul. He does. Seymour replaces him. Such a fine line between being aggressive and being kind of reckless. And my guess is both coaches are okay with the aggressiveness, and it pays off there on the steal and the conversion. So biggest lead of the night for the Packers, 4 points.
Seems to be another one who's used to that second nature of heavy pressure, heavy defensive pressure, is Wiley right there.
Yep.
As Spielman, wide open 3 just off the mark there, and here comes Wiley the other way.
Good recognition. He was 1 on 3, slows it down.
Samick chips back to him. This one finds Wetterlin, I believe, down low.
Good cut, but good D.
Denied there by Lincoln. As Olsen tries to, and that's going to be out, should be out on Seymour.
Both teams continuing just to push pace.
13:02 left. Packers are up now by 4. Once again, their largest lead of the night, which is crazy to say. After watching the JV game and the girls game earlier.
Yeah, those games both ended up blowouts.
Zanker hits a 3.
Corner threes, that's been the friend of Cheyenne tonight in both varsity contests. Zanker quietly having himself a nice little night here shooting the ball.
Back to within 1 here. This one chipped out to Lincoln, and Lincoln's going to get tripped up. I'm not quite sure if that was
I think Seymour
or the ball, more or less. But
and that's 3 on Seymour, which is he's going to stay on the floor for right now.
Wiley will come off, and I believe Glantz back in here. This one's picked up by Gullix here, and Gullix is going to try. As Zanker just tried to pick up there and hits Glant in the face.
Well, yeah,
kind of a little.
Glant gets the foul and gets popped in the face. Kind of insult to injury on that. Glant just playing good D, but was so close.
Irie gets that one poked away there by Samick. Samick fine and great. That one's going to be a
finds
shooting
Glant,
foul, but
Gullix fouls him. You just can't let up when you're playing the Packers. You have to, every possession, you have to just be so careful with the ball, and that wears on you after a while. It's hard to keep that intensity up all the time and that discipline on offense, and that really hurts you as Glant misses the first of 2.
Glant hits the second now. As Zanker's going to bring this one up, try and get something going here for the Mustangs. Calls for a screen from Lincoln. He'll take it himself and finds a lane. The Mustangs all looking for a foul on that one.
Yeah, Bernstein kind of hung up in the air on top of Loria, and it went off of Loria. Everyone expecting that there was a foul there. They've run that play several times, and the Packers are starting to time that pass to the top on the wing. You got to be careful of that.
Irie heavily defended there. This one's chipped out to Bernstein. Bernstein's going to try and find a lane.
Really nice pump fake. Gets around Loria. Even with the double team down at the rim, Bernstein able to finish. And we're tied yet again.
Seymour finds Glant.
Whoa.
Glant. I'm not quite sure
That
what that was
resets the shot clock, too, because it did hit the rim. I think he was looking for Loria down there.
Coming off with Seymour.
Sometimes
Interesting.
It bounces your way.
Bold strategy. So Irie chips down low to Lincoln. Lincoln tried to get around
kind of a
Seymour
wild
right
shot
there, and kind of just an awry shot in a sense, as Loria is going to try and find a lane. This one, in an attempted save, pitches out to Irie. Irie finds Bernstein. Good find there. Good hold by Bernstein there, too.
Gave the pump fake.
Notice
Loria didn't
Loria
bite.
was coming.
But still worked out. Nice.
This one finds Glant. Glant's chips down low to Loria, and one.
That pass for about 4 feet in distance had a lot of zip on it. Handled well by Loria and picks up the foul on Zanker. And one opportunity. 3 the old-fashioned way here.
49-46 Packer lead. So definitely probably one of the closest games we've seen this year so far, as you know, that's what you'll get in a crosstown rivalry, as Loria misses the free. Irie's going to try and find a lane. This one's chipped back out to Irie and finds a second lane
Really nice
there.
drive by Sully Irie. Good fake and hesitation, and then hits the gas and gets to the rim. Did a good job the first time, too. The Packers were waiting, but this time gets by everybody and gets a good look as Glant goes
Glant's
in.
going to get in.
Back and forth we go.
Irie all the way up to Olsen. Olsen
Nice
with
job.
the drive. Great hold.
Good pump fake.
Good pump.
Really good control there.
51-50 game as Glant takes a drive in. Chips out to foul. Then we'll get over to Seymour as Glant almost mishandled there. Turnover here would be great for the Mustangs right now.
Under 10 on the shot clock here.
Got to get it off. Loria's got to go up. Gets it off. No foul called.
Coach Paul
And we're going to come back the
telling
other
him
way.
to get up and get that back on D.
Irie wide open three. Just short.
Oh, here it
And
comes.
that's
I think the legs might be going on some of these guys. It's been, it's a lot of trips up and down the floor at a high pace.
Olsen
Splits the
almost
D and
tried to
can't.
posterize. I believe that was Seymour there.
Wow. Bodies all
Yeah.
over the place.
Got to slow down at this point. That's what Brandt's saying right now, is just slow down a little bit. Krejcia goes back and just short there. So we're starting to get a little bit of pace now.
Yeah. Everybody catching their breath. The fans, the players. West Fargo probably utilized one more guy than the Mustangs tonight. A little bit deeper bench. Good spin
Foul finds
move.
Loria. Doesn't hit it, but will go to the line for two, I believe.
I think they're going to get Bernstein on that one. So that's going to be 3 on Bernstein, but with 8 minutes left, I don't know that you adjust what you're doing. You have to keep Bernstein and Krejcia on the floor as much as possible.
Don't know if Brandt was talking to the rest of his players there, but he was pretty hot after that one.
That was a really nice screen and roll by Loria, something that isn't done very often anymore. But if you do it right, it's virtually impossible to stop. And Loria now gives the Packers a 4-point lead.
Multiple subs here for the Packers, and then I believe Spielman and Vincent are the only two for the Mustangs.
Now, the biggest lead of the night for the Packers as Wetterland's back on for Loria. So with fresh guys, I would expect there to be some decent pressure. Nope, West Fargo's going to back off.
Irie finds Olsen. Olsen's going to try and split a lane. Chips out to Spielman. Spielman's just trying to find a guy.
Yeah, he got stuck in there and couldn't find the outlet and had no choice but to try and force something up. Good recovery in transition D there by Cheyenne. Wow, that was quick by Samek.
Move there by Samek.
7 now. This is going to be dangerous here for Cheyenne. You got to find a way, and they're going to call Samek on that one. Boy, it's a lot of contact from both guys, Samek and Irie, but they call it on Samek. That's his third. But down 7 for Cheyenne. You got to find a way to get a bucket or two and a stop, because this could balloon quickly on you the way West Fargo likes to get in transition with their defense.
Vincent with a deep 3 ball.
Looks like he came down on
his ankle.
Yeah,
it looked like
on another player's foot. But he doesn't seem to be too worse for wear.
Got to make sure you're guarding your man here. That one's rebounded by the Mustangs. I don't know if you want to call this dumb, but it almost seems like a smart idea to slow down a little bit right now. It seems like you have more time to set up, especially on that one Spielman call about two drives ago.
There's a good drive. You know, when you slow it down and get the ball moving, that usually opens up more opportunities. What?
I don't know what happened.
Was that
here. One ref's throwing his arm away, and then the other is talking to the clock keeper.
I don't know if that was a bench warning. If someone on the Cheyenne bench said something. Not exactly sure. Regardless, first time it would be a warning, not a technical on the bench yet.
Foul's going to take a drive, and that one is going to be a shooting foul there on Vincent, they'll call. I think he got kind of, at least from the replay, it looked like he got mostly ball. Anyways, that'll send foul to the line.
That one's short. You can see, I think these guys are just a little gassed as Zinker's going to come in for Irie right now.
6:19 left to go, 57-55. Packer lead so far. There's another short one there.
Loria all over it, though.
All over the rebound. This one gets the foul once more out to Seymour and then over to Loria.
Oh, nice backdoor cut, good find. But they're going to call the charge on that, Olsen.
He was planted.
Outside of the protected zone, and they're going to call the charge on that. No basket. I saw it looked like Olsen was set, but I didn't know if his feet were inside the arc there. The ref right there, no hesitation in his call.
Great now.
Good give and go. Oh, wow. And now they're going to get Wetterland.
Wetterland now.
That was a really nice job. Looked like Olsen was going to get through, and then he kept coming, and Krejci took off, found him on that give and go. Krejci going to the line with a chance to tie things up yet again.
Hits his first.
Glant on for Samick.
Makes his second, so we are knotted up once more here now at 57 with 5 minutes left to, or about 5:45 left to go in the second half. As this one finds Loria down low, and Loria will get through a bunch of guards there, and this one
good choice by
Vincent.
Spielman. Yeah, I think
Brandt's
it's
telling him to slow down.
Yeah, I think that's the right call here. This has really worked in Cheyenne's favor since they've slowed down.
Olsen chips out to Spielman. Spielman tries to take a drive. Back check.
Gets the shooter's roll. Cheyenne back ahead for the first time in quite a while.
Foul now guarded by Vincent here as foul chips out. And that one's just off the mark there, as that one is going to be, thought that we might have had a jump ball there as Wetterlin picks this one up, goes up, and we'll get the and one.
Oh, lots of guys on the floor. That's on Spielman, so only his second. That is the 7th team foul on the Mustangs. This was a shooting foul, but Packers in the bonus the rest of the way, and the Packers also have 16 fouls, so their next one will send the Mustangs to the line as the lead goes back to the Packers by 1. So some actual pressure being shown here. Whoa, that was close. Olsen gets his feet down before grabbing the ball.
Olsen to Zanker. Zanker over to Krecha. He finds Vincent. Vincent with the deep 3 ball off the rim and off the top of the backboard. You know, one of those things I talked about, maybe slowing down, taking a little more time and creating more opportunity, is you're only down 1.
Yeah, and still over 4 to play. There's lots of time in this game. And you get the feeling the way it's seesawed as they find good job of getting the ball into Loria, and he's looking for a foul.
Krecha collected the rebound there.
This really has the feeling almost of what a state tournament starts to look like, where the refs kind of let the guys play and let the players decide it. They don't call it super tight.
Krecha now takes time to set up. Zanker kicks out. Olsen with the drive just off the inside of the rim and pops out here. The Packers have a 1-point lead here. This one's chipped down low to Glant. Glant.
Yeah, Olsen lost his footing there.
And
that opened it up for Glant.
So Olsen's going to try and set up something here. Vincent now finds Zanker. Vincent with the deep 3 ball once more. Count it.
And there's going to be a timeout, full timeout by Coach Brandt. Tied up, 62 all, 3:02 to go. We're going to catch our breath and be back with the finish of this one.
Hi, I'm TJ Yoshi here at Marvin headquarters in Warroad, Minnesota. The Lake Town way of life is appealing to so many people.
We've got a thriving school system, coffee shops, breweries, restaurants, and hockey is the hub of our community. We're probably the last place left in Minnesota where hockey is actually free.
The way Marvin supports the town supports Marvin is awesome.
There's opportunities for you, work hard, self-educate. The sky's the limit here at Marvin.
All right, folks, welcome back here. We got 62 all with 3:02 left to go here in the Cheyenne High School gymnasium.
Still a strong showing by the West Fargo student section. They're still being rowdy. Probably the biggest contingent of Cheyenne students is the Little Mustangs from Liberty, looks like here.
Loria's going to try and take some time to set up, and
That's
Loria
going to
with
be
the
on
moving
Loria.
screen.
They were
Loria
hoping to
took
get
about 2 or 3 steps there on the screen.
They were over. I had to
against
see if it
Spielman.
was Glant or Wetter when they were trying to get on the back door cut, covered up well by Cheyenne, and then Loria just moves all the way around on that screen.
Spielman loses
Oh.
footing.
Somehow keeps possession of the ball.
Still got 15 seconds left on the shot clock.
Chance to reset here.
Irie tries to get something going here and just struggling to try and find a spot to pull the trigger as Spielman goes for kind of that undercut there.
Loria can't hold on to it, but keeps it alive to Glant. Oh.
Down low to Loria,
They
wide
lost
open.
him, yeah. They lost him there with all the confusion. So 2-point Packer lead here with 2 to go.
This one finds Krejci, chips down low to Olsen. Olsen in a tight spot there. 3 ball
Sully
coming off
Irie.
of Sully. This one's up and under
Samick.
there for Samick. So we're going back and forth now here.
West Fargo going to their main guys, Samick and Loria, just kind of a isolation there with screen and roll.
Irie finds Bernstein. Bernstein trying to look for someone here. Gets back to Irie.
10 on the shot clock. Still time. No need to panic yet.
Irie tries to take
They're
a
gonna
drive
say a
there.
jump.
They're going to jump.
And that stays with possession for the Mustangs, but only 2 on the shot clock as Seymour comes in for Glant. So hopefully the Mustangs are aware it's 2 seconds on the shot clock, so you don't have time to do a lot of thinking with this. Oh, they find him.
There you go.
Great job.
Great job by Bernstein there.
Yeah, they lose him in the misdirection, in the screener play. Mustangs within 1.
Samick
that
now.
Same, yeah,
Oh.
that same.
Goes to Loria, intercepted.
Coach Brandt going to let it play out. He has the timeouts. Oh, there it comes.
There's a foul. Or there's a timeout, excuse me.
There's the timeout. Oh, it was a foul.
It was a foul.
I
was going to say, I thought
get foul on that.
Foul took a reach there, and
that sends Irie to the line. Now comes a timeout.
There you go.
Let's get this sorted out here. So
67-66 Mustang lead.
And that was, the scoreboard was incorrect. They had West Fargo at 68. I thought with that last basket for Cheyenne, they had taken the lead, but then it showed they were down 1, so I didn't understand the foul by foul. But the correct score is 67-66, so foul is going to send Irie to the line. Still just the single bonus. 23 seconds left. Packers all sorts of timeouts, and they have the possession arrow favoring them. So big free throws here for Sully Irie.
Misses.
In and out. So we'll see. Oh,
there you go.
Great job by
Irie with the
Bernstein.
steal.
Oh,
And gets
wow, that was
out
Irie
on
was
the
losing
Mustangs.
control, and Laurie is going to foul him and send Irie back. So we burned 8 seconds, and we're in the exact same spot we were last time. Irie going to the line. Now that's 9 team fouls on the Packers, so it'll be a double bonus for the Mustangs, and that's 5 on Loria. So that's going to bring in Scoville. And Loria fouls out of this one with 16.2. Still just the single bonus. That one
Irie
buried
hits
by
it.
Irie. Now this one is huge. Makes it a 3 because the only way they can tie, and I think Coach Brandt, if he makes this, is going to take a timeout here. And there's the timeout.
And there's the timeout.
So
16.2 seconds left. A 3-point lead for the Mustangs. Dan, how would you go about this?
Well, I think you're going to talk for in the Mustang huddle how you want to play defense. We don't need to foul here. They have to have a 3. There's really probably not enough time. West Fargo could try and get a quick 2, but they'd have to foul once again, and you could you could put this game out of reach at that point, or you could make it a 3-point lead. So I think you just play smart on defense. We're not going to foul. We're not going to bite. We're going to protect the rim and contest. Just get a hand up, not try to block anything on the perimeter. In the huddle for West Fargo, teams practice this, right? Coach Palczewski has a handful of plays, 3-4 plays, probably pick the 1 or 2 that they like best and say, this is the option we're going with. It probably has a multiple option off of it to get 1 or 2 guys the look that they want. And to see here if Coach Brandt's going to show some pressure, and they are, and that's the other thing is you show some pressure. This makes you a little vulnerable if they get past, but it's just some token pressure.
Foul.
Oh, and that's going to do it.
Away by
that's
Irie,
going to do it.
There's the foul.
That's going to be a double bonus, so all Irie has to do is hit 1 of 2 here, and that's pretty much the done deal. You wonder too, Tristan, as these teams have played each other so often, if you kind of know what other coaches' tendencies might be. This is a big one. Puts it at 4 and really
puts it away
for the most part. And there it is.
So
Krejci was trying to keep himself from going into the lane early, but he did. And so Samek's going to put up that quick 3, and that's going to do it.
That's going to do it here.
So at 4 points, Caden Olsen's going to go to the line.
Everyone's headed out right now, so.
Yeah, fans heading for the exits as they know the outcome of this one.
Olsen hits the first one.
With .8, nothing the Packers can do.
Now it's just kind of the final score.
And it looks like it'll be a 6-point victory for the Mustangs tonight as
72-66 win here tonight for Cheyenne High. As it was a great game.
Wow,
it was going to be evenly matched and all that, so.
If you like high school basketball, it doesn't really matter if you're a Mustang or a Packer fan. This is what you want to see. It was high intensity, kids that cared about the outcome. Both teams left it all out on the floor out there tonight. It's one of those where you kind of wish there didn't have to be a loser because both teams played so hard for each other. But in the end, the Mustangs come up as the victors. And, obviously we haven't seen every game that Cheyenne has played this year. But I feel very confident in saying from what I've seen, this is easily the most complete and the best game that Cheyenne has played. And this is the perfect time to start doing that. As we said, we're in that wraparound part where you're playing everybody for the second time. And Cheyenne, maybe this means they've turned a corner and they're going to hit another gear. Hard to say. It's just one game. You've got to go out and do it again. But Cheyenne has Horace coming in here in a week. And that was a team that really, took it to Cheyenne at the Horace Gym a few weeks ago. So big, huge win for the Mustangs tonight. It's got to be disappointing for the Packers. But again, it's just regular season. All that matters is playing well when the tournament comes. But I've got to feel like Coach Brandt should think that his team took a giant step forward with their play tonight. It was just a great game to watch if you're a basketball fan.
Most definitely. So 72-66 is your final score. Wolf, I don't know if you want to take some looks around the league really quick.
Yeah, we can do that just real quickly. What we have, Bismarck Legacy is going to beat Minot North. They're up by 32. Horace took down South closer than what you would think, 96-84. Davies beat Red River 85-69. Shanley, the last update, they led North in the first half. Mandan at halftime leads Bismarck. Minot all over St. Mary's, and Bismarck Century beats Jamestown by 46 tonight.
So with that about wraps up this broadcast. So for everyone up here in the booth, I'm Tristan Maroc.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Good night, folks.
Hi, I'm Gabby, and I work at Marvin. When I first